Hi, Addie here from Stress Less Oil More. Today I'm here with Kathi Leale. Hi, Kathi.
Hi, Addie. Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you so much for accepting the invitation. So I will introduce Kathi in a few sentences. Kathi Leale has been married for 43 years. They have 5 children and 13 beautiful grandchildren. She worked in an extremely busy ER as a health unit coordinator for 20 years, where she was able to introduce many nurses and doctors to essential oils. Before she was introduced to essential oils in 2010, she had no idea what essential oils were, and now she supports a large team of individuals who love doTERRA essential oils, and she loves to educate and support them daily. This is actually what she loves to do, helping and serving others physically, emotionally, in any way she can. So that's the person that I know and I love. You have such a great heart and you love helping people. And you have such amazing experiences with essential oil and so much passion for the essential oils. So I'm excited to talk to you. So the first question I want to ask you, how did you decide to start using essential oils?
Well, Addie, that's super interesting because it actually goes back to you. When I was introduced to come to your class, I had actually worked 4 12-hour shifts at the hospital, and I was tired. I was really tired, but my commitment to, and because you're my friend, I decided I would go anyway. And so I remember sitting around your table there, and we had lemon water. You had put lemon essential oil in the water, and it was tasted delicious. And I drank that glass down, and I wanted another one. And I'm like, okay, why do I feel so much better? And that's one of the side effects of drinking lemon in your water. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I was just fascinated from that moment on what these oils could possibly do. So that's how I got started with them. I mean, I could go on, but
Yes.
yeah, so I'm grateful for you and for you introducing me to them.
No, you're welcome. So what are your favorite essential oils?
So I have a hard time answering that because I love them all. So I, have a vast amount that I can choose from every day. And so depending on my mood, whether if I need to be uplifted a little bit or if I feel like I've got a little scratchy throat or something, there's oils that I can do that will help me. Or if I've got aches and pains, there's products that help with that. So, there are some oils that I use every single day. And then one of them is, I thought I would have remembered all the oils that I use every single day. And one of them is Balance Essential Oil. Now that's a combination of some tree oils, and they actually help you stay grounded. And so I love to use Balance every day. I always use, well, and there's not an oil, but I do use my Lifelong Vitality. If you could see that, it's a combination of 3 different oils, which is your fish oil, your Alpha CRS, which is actually gives you lots of energy, and then your Z Omega, which are that's the oils, right? And then the what's the other one? Lifelong, the white one. VMZ.
Microplex.
The Microplex VMZ, which is because your regular vitamins. So
Yes.
I love those, and they have helped me a tremendous amount with just I had chronic pain before. I fell off a mule in Guatemala, had in 2005, which actually was another reason I was like searching for something natural, because I worked in the emergency room. I saw what would happen to people that injured themselves, and they became addicted to pain medications. And so I knew there had to be something out there, but it took me several years. But I did everything. I mean, I had acupuncture, chiropractor. I used all kinds of products, and the first real relief I really ever got was when I started using those Lifelong Vitality consistently every single day, and that fracture in my T4, T5 compression fracture, actually, I was able to be pain-free. So, but it did take a while, but I'm very grateful.
Mhm.
So
That is amazing. Yes. So do you have a daily routine that you have with essential oils and supplements that you would like to share with
yeah,
us?
I think just my daily routine would be like the balance on the bottom of my feet. Not only do they just help you stay grounded, they actually help you be balanced. So, as whether you're a toddler and need to have more balance, or whether you're getting a little up there in age and need a little more balance, it helps you. I use my Lifelong Vitality. I tell you, I use peppermint a lot. I use a lot of peppermint every day because it actually helps with, it's a cooling. It stops hot flashes. So where it cools my body so that my hot flash goes away in a quicker manner. So I love peppermint. I love it too because it actually helps me stay awake and alert. And so, and then you mix a little wild orange with it, and it's my favorite oils to diffuse, my wild orange and peppermint together. So I love those. And then also, you know, because we live in the world we live in today, we have products, which I'm sure Addie's taught you guys about before, but is the On Guard hand sanitizer, and then the On Guard essential oil, which, help support our immune system so that we can remain strong and healthy through these interesting times that we're living in now.
Yes.
I could go on and on. I do use Deep Blue too. I use Deep Blue. It's my favorite oil. I use on my knees and my legs every day. So yeah.
Great.
So like I said, it varies a little bit, but I do use those all the time on a very consistent basis.
Yes, consistency is important, isn't it?
It is. It is.
It's not a one time
No,
fix everything.
people, that's the one thing I try and teach people is, what, in oil, we try and with different situations, oils, we'll give them an oil, and if that oil doesn't work for you and isn't helping you, then that's not the right oil for you. We will find another oil, because oils do multiple things and so there is an oil that would work with your body chemistry, because we all have different body chemistries. And so different oils work differently with different people.
Perfect. Yes. Thank you for making that clear. Are there any other memorable experiences or profound experiences, personal or anybody that you know personally?
Well, actually, because I have 5 children and 13 grandchildren, I've had lots of experiences with the oils just in my immediate family. I could go on probably all day telling you stories, but I'm going to tell you a really quick story, an abbreviation of this. But the breathe oil, which is, it helps us breathe, right? You can just put it in your hand and breathe. But we had a granddaughter that actually had asthma. And and so she needed some support because the regular medication she was getting was not really helping her as much as they thought it would. And she ended up in the hospital. And because my son's a fireman, her father, he was very skeptical about using essential oils, and very traditional, Western medicine type guy. And so anyway, we started diffusing this in her room and putting some, like you just saw me doing, like right on her neck, right on her chest, even a little on her nose. And that actually helped her. He could not believe that it would help her breathe easier and help support her respiratory system. So he was also interested. And so they started doing this constantly with her. And it improved her condition to the point where she was actually not having to use the medical devices and with the medical drugs that they would put in those little breathing things, that she was able just to use this breathe and actually with a little bit of basil, because basil is actually a really good oil, but breathe was the main one that she used and helped her a lot. I'm going to just tell you one other quick one because
Yes, please.
this is ylang ylang. Now, this is not an oil that is really commonly used, but it is an oil that is helps. It's a flower, and it's actually a very strong smelling flower. But the beauty of this oil is it helps with supporting if you have higher blood pressure. It helps support that in getting it down to a good level. I'm really trying to be compliant. Am I doing okay, Addie?
Yes, yes.
I'm
Thank
trying.
you.
But
Yeah.
somebody told me to put this on the bottom of my husband's feet because my kids were a little bit concerned because his it would range, his blood pressure would be like 140 over 90, nothing really high, but enough that was concerning to them. So anyway, being a good wife, I'd put it on his feet every night. And lo and behold, guess what? It would bring his blood pressure down into some really good ranges. But then there were nights that I'm laying there after I'd worked, 12 hours, just going, guess what I forgot to do, hun? And so I told him, I said, hey, you've got to try. I mean, we kept using this, but I go, just try taking the Lifelong Vitality, which is this little box of vitamins. I said, give it a try. I've heard that will help support your body in a healthy way and helping your blood pressure. And he did. And he is a total firm believer now because he thinks it's funny that sometimes his blood pressure is lower than mine. And I always have really good blood pressure. So anyway, those are two really big stories in my family. I have a daughter that has a farm and she uses them on her horses. She's used them on, she's had a pig, let's see, goats that have gotten kicked by the horse. I mean, it's just crazy. And chickens and her dogs. She saved thousands of dollars by doing that. So these oils are amazing. And yeah, I love them. And so that's why
Yes,
I'm passionate about them.
that's right. I know you have so many experiences and so many stories. And it's just we don't have so much time to hear all of
That's
them.
right. I'm
But
trying to keep it.
do you want to provide contact information if people want to connect with you directly and hear your
Sure. So,
story?
I have a website that's naturaldoesit.org because I'd like everything to do things as natural as possible. So we have a website, naturaldoesit.org. And we do for those of my doTERRA family, we provide education, like Addie was saying at the beginning, on a daily basis on a Facebook page. So I have a public page too, Natural Does It, and then my team page is Natural Does It Team. So I have to say I'm
Great.
not much for posting on my private page, but I do love posting about doTERRA.
Yes, and you're so great at following up with people and helping them with any questions that they might have. So naturaldoesit.com.
Naturaldoesit.org.
.org, naturaldoesit.org.
Mhm.
Great. Thank you again.
All
And
right. Thank you,
maybe
Addie.
we'll do another one sometime.
Yeah, anytime. I appreciate it.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.